Welcome back to the Maven Matriarch, where mindset meets momentum and motherhood. I'm your host, Bianca, entrepreneur, mom, wife, speaker, and unapologetic believer that women were never meant to lose themselves when they became mothers. This space is for the woman who's building her empire while raising her legacy. The woman who's done sacrificing her identity at the altar of motherhood. The woman who knows she's both the foundation and the future. Today, we're talking about the power shift in modern motherhood. This idea that we as moms get to redefine what it means to lead, love, and live fully without losing ourselves in the process. Because motherhood isn't the end of your story, it's the evolution of it. Let's start here, okay? The old narrative. You know what I'm talking about. The story that says, once you become a mom, your dreams take a backseat. Your desires don't really matter as much. Your time, it's no longer yours. We all see it. Women who once had big dreams, now they feel like they're on autopilot, keeping the house running, keeping everybody fed, and quietly they're wondering where that fire in them went. That old narrative told us to shrink, to be grateful for the few little crumbs of time and call it balance. I've lived that moment. I'll even admit that I'm currently sometimes living in it. That quiet resentment that creeps in when you realize everyone else gets your best except you. Now, there were times that I struggled and felt completely disconnected from my purpose. I remember the first time that I felt this way, and it was sometime into postpartum. I felt like I didn't recognize myself, and I even had a moment where I questioned what I was doing with my life. Now I'm a mom and a wife. My priorities have shifted, and I don't know, where do I fit into all of it? Who am I? I know who I am to my husband. I know who I am to my daughter. But who am I to me? Ultimately, who am I to the world and to the community? So I felt stuck. I felt stuck between the self sacrificial story or idea of the mother I wanted to be and the fully accomplished woman that I always also strive to be. I found that I struggled to find where I fit on that spectrum. But I realized something. My daughter doesn't need a mother who is selfless. She needs a mother who is self aware. Because to me, selfless women, they disappear. When you're self aware, you evolve. Now, here's where the power shift happens. We are the generation writing the motherhood playbook. We're not just raising children, we're raising consciousness. We're redefining what doing it all looks like. We're launching businesses from our kitchens. We're earning degrees during nap time. We're building legacies with babies on our hips and vision in our hearts. And that's not chaos, that is capacity. And this power shift is not about being perfect or polished all the time, which is a lesson that I've had to learn. It's about giving ourselves permission to lead differently, to mother, and move in ways that honor who we truly are. I remember the moment when I decided to pursue something big. I knew I needed to continue on the path that I was going, but in my new identity as a mom, becoming who I am launched a new desire in me to walk with more purpose and more intent. And that led me to finally taking the steps to do all that I am doing right now. I became a stay at home mom, and though I love it, it doesn't feel fully fulfilling. And hear me out. It's not that I'm not happy in that role, but I still feel the need. I feel the need to feed the desire to help other people. This is what led me to join my MBA program and launch my businesses. It's what led me to start this podcast. That decision, that choice made me reclaim my identity and my momentum. And I haven't looked back since, though challenging. All of this has created a path for me not only to be the best woman I can be, but the best mother and role model I can be. This is what I feel that it means to be a Maven Matriarch. To lead with wisdom, walk in grace, and live from a place of unapologetic ownership. It's saying, I can build and I can nurture. I can lead and I can love. I can serve my family and myself. So, how do we embody this Maven mindset in real life? Okay, let me break it down. First, you need to protect your peace like it is profit, because it is. Your mental space is your creative capital. So stop apologizing for needing boundaries. And I know the mom guilt can sink in. So that's when you need to replace that guilt with gratitude. Mom guilt is really how I like to think of it, as an outdated control mechanism. Okay, gratitude, that expands you. When you start thanking yourself for what you're doing, the pressure to do more, it actually starts to fade. And then lastly, move with momentum, not perfection. Every day doesn't need to be flawless. It won't be. Don't expect it. But every day can move you forward towards the life that you dream. Even if it's just a journal entry, and I know I say this a lot, a quick workout or 5 minutes of silence, because we all need that silent time. You know, momentum compounds. Perfection actually can paralyze you. Please take it from me. So, I want to share a small habit that has helped me to keep momentum. I call this my CEO day. For me, planning is everything. I'll never forget the first lesson that my father always taught me, may he rest in peace, was that those who fail to plan, plan to fail. And I will forever remember that. So the night before each day, I always lay out a plan. I make a to-do list of the things I need to take care of the next day. I make this list a short list, okay, because it needs to be a list of priorities. It's a list of maybe 3 things. So on CEO day, I complete these 3 things as soon as I can. Once I get those 3 things out of the way, then I feel accomplished. Those 3 things, could be something to do with my business or planning my podcast, recording my podcast, running an urgent errand that's needed. It could even be spending quality time with my family, doing something fun, anything. And this is crucial. It's helped me so much. If I get those 3 things done that day, I'm golden. What this is a mindset shift. It allows you to tell yourself that you're crossing something off of that list. You've accomplished something. And if you have a personality type like me, I'm very type A. This will work for you. It works wonders for me. With that said, I would recommend making those 3 things a mixture of priorities. So, one of them, I try to tackle something in my business or my schoolwork. Secondly, I try to get a self care task in there. And thirdly, I make sure it is relationship based. So, spending time with my partner, spending quality, no phone time with my daughter. These are so important. And trust me, it's a game changer because even though I call it CEO Day and it may encompass one task in business, you're really the CEO of your home, right? The Maven mindset, it's not about being more. It's about remembering who you already are. So we've got the Maven part down. Let's talk about the matriarch part. The matriarch is the anchor, the woman whose influence quietly runs through every decision in the home, every relationship in the home, and through every generation. Okay? But here's the thing, a modern matriarch doesn't rule through control. She leads by example. And this is so important to understand because she's balancing between her ambition and her nurturing nature. She's balancing between giving and receiving. Now, I don't want to get all woo woo on you, but this is the perfect balance of masculine and feminine energies. And she's not chasing the validation of others, she's cultivating the legacy. The most powerful thing she can do for herself and her family is to become the fullest version of herself. And that's what we do at the Maven brand. It's what we do here in this space at the Maven Matriarch. When your children see you operating in purpose, when they see you prioritizing your health, your joy, your vision, your dreams, they learn that self respect is love. They learn that purpose and parenting can coexist beautifully. For me, motherhood has truly deepened my purpose, which is why the Maven brand and the Maven Matriarch exists now. My daughter has inspired a new level of drive, a new level of presence and clarity for me. And through her, I've become the Maven Matriarch. She has opened up a new level for me to exist in the world and experience the balance of both motherhood and ambition. I'll tell you, this is truly a journey for me, and every journey is different. It's one that catapulted me to a point of healing that has opened up a whole new world of existence. So, here's my invitation to you this week. Take a moment, one sacred moment, and ask yourself, where have I been dimming my light in the name of being a good mom? Quote unquote, good mom. And then commit to one small act that reignites the fire within you. And I've mentioned journaling and saying no without guilt many times before. So I want to challenge you to schedule some time to focus on a dream project or a passion project that you've been pushing to the side. Spend some time, focusing on who you are, where you're at, and how you want to show up in the world. Spend some time building a plan towards a dream job or a business you want to launch, or even going back to school, or just doing the things that you truly love doing. Pottery, painting, sculptures, sewing, floral arrangements, anything that drives your passion. Find out what that is and make the time to do that. Because this right here is the season of the Maven Matriarch. We are the women who lead with intention. Okay, we mother with vision. We build empires. We nurture hearts. And we reclaim our divine right to thrive, not just survive. And if no one's told you lately, you are doing an incredible job. You are the blueprint of balance and brilliance. Keep going, keep glowing, keep becoming the woman your younger self dreamed of and your daughter will one day thank you for. This is Bianca, and you've been listening to the Maven Matriarch. If this episode resonated with you, share it with another mom who's ready to reclaim her power. And until next time, stay mindful, stay magnetic, and stay in your Maven era.